Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to say Call, Halal, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, a great millstone. They will teach well. Peace, sight, taste, the hope for your lead that spreading the truth out the four winds. This is your brother Shamar. Come back for edification of scriptures. Alright, today's lesson, alright, it's going to be, we're going to be going over a little history, alright, about the children of Israel. Alright, we know the children of Israel are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, and so pretty much, we're gonna be going over a little history because the people look at the Israelites and the Native blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans as just what they call them, savages, fly-bitten savages, man, and just fly-bitten savages. But in reality, we were a civilization, all right, civilized people, all right, with houses, furnaces, all right, and houses, furnaces, um government. All right. We had laws, books, writings. All right, an alphabet. All right, all those things. All right, and not just that, we had a God, our own God. All right, this atheism, all right, is brand new. All right, so for starters, we're gonna start in the book of First Esdras. All right, the first chapter and the first verse. All right, and it says Josias. All right, who is Josias? I believe Josias is, I know he's one of the sons of David. All right, and we know that when and we know that the sons of David, all right, the Most High, all right, has gave them the rulership of the nation of Israel, all right, forever. All right, we the elect, all right, which created heaven and earth, are known as the house of David. All right. So it says, and Josias held the feast of the Passover in Jerusalem unto the Lord and offered the Passover the 14th day of the first month. All right, so let's find out who Josias is. All right. When you reading these scriptures, you gotta be a scholar, man. You gotta know how to use the Bible. All right, people just pick up the Bible and just read it. But in reality, you gotta know how to read it, man. All right, so there is a tool called the interliner, and it gives you the words, and then it gives you the words in Hebrew. All right, it also gives you the words in Greek in the New Testament. All right, and it gives you the definitions of these words. All right, because every word, every name, all right, every name has a meaning behind it. So Josiah, all right, where it would be Yasha, Yashaya, Yash, Yasha, Yah. So that's a Yah, that's a Shah, that's another Yah, and that's a Ha. So Yasha, Yashaya, Yashaya. All right, there's something to that effect. All right, and it means who Yahweh heals. All right, the son of Ammon, all right, by Jedediah, who succeeded his father to the throne of Judah. All right, let's get some precepts. All right, who is Ammon? All right, Ammon was one of the sons of David. All right, it's a straight line. All right, and it's a straight line. So it went David, then it went Solomon, then it went Rehoboam, and it went Rehoboam's son, all the way to Hezekiah, all the way to Ammon. All right. All right, having set the priests according to their daily courses, being arrayed in long garments in the temple of the Lord. All right, so it's talking about the Passover. All right, so Josiah became the king of Israel. All right, he took over. He sat on the throne of his forefather. All right, of his great grandfathers. All right, David. So he sat on the throne of David. He sat on the throne of Solomon. Who is Solomon? That's Yahweh Shai. All right, so he sat on his throne, on that throne to rule the nation of Israel. Yahweh, the Most High's chosen people, and and um and it was the Passover. Okay, and they say that so he kept the Passover, all right, on the correct day, because if you're in the faith, you would know that you're supposed to be keeping the high holy days every year. All right, you're supposed to be. If you take this truth serious, you'll be watching the calendar and watching for the high holy days. All right, so the Passover, that's on the 14th day of the first month. All right, we know the first month, all right, is closer to March. All right, the calendar we have now is the Julian calendar. All right, a calendar created by Julius Caesar. All right, a Roman emperor. All right, who was a mass murderer. All right, a mass rapist. All right, just a wicked man in general. All right. So the 14th day of the first month. All right, and that's the so what happened on the 14th day of the first month? All right, that was the night before we left out of Egypt. All right, the Israelites came out of Egypt. Okay, on the 14th day of the first month, and all right, having set the priests according to their daily courses, being arrayed in long garments in the temple of the Lord. So what did Josiah do on the Passover? All right, and to observe what the Lord had did for his people. All right, he grabbed the priests, and he went to the temple. All right, that King Solomon had built, who is Yahweh Shai Mashiach. All right, Jedediah. All right, that's what the Yahweh Shai called him. All right, I mean not Yahweh Shai, but Yahweh called him. He called him Jedediah. All right, and so he went and he pretty much went to the temple. All right, and grabbed the priests. All right, what is the priest's job? The priest's job is to study the scriptures, man. Study the words of the Most High and give edification unto the people. All right, well, now we know that all people are supposed to be priests. What was King David? King David, all right, people think that King David was just a king. King David was a priest as well. All right, he was a priest. All right, it said that he was a judge. All right, he had a garment and all. All right, and he spake unto the Levites, the holy ministers of Israel, that they shall hallow themselves unto the Lord, to set the holy ark of the Lord in the house that King Solomon the son of David had built. All right. So what was the point? All right. So what was the point of building the temple? All right. The point of building the temple, all right, was, all right, for the Most High to have a house. All right. And for the Ark of the Covenant, all right, to have a house, all right, to be in. All right. And so for it to have a house to be in, because everybody dwells in houses. All right, King David, he dwelt where? In a palace. He had a palace, and so now, all right, what did Josiah say? Josiah, he pretty much was like, now grab the ark and put it in the house that King Solomon built. All right, because the Most High didn't allow David to build, because it was David's idea. David was like, all of us have houses and are living lavishly, but the Most High, his dwelling place, all right, is just a tent. So then they were like, so he was like, let's build the Most High house. All right, and that's when the Most High spoke to him and said, your son is gonna build me a house, not you, because you have too much blood on your hands. And then so now Josiah, he's putting the ark into the house, or into the temple that was built, all right, for that. And said, ye shall no more bear the ark upon your shoulders. Now therefore serve the Lord your God, and minister unto his people Israel, and prepare you after your families and kindreds. All right. Right. So it said they would know, because it used to be in the tent, and then you would put the staves, all right, that they was originally built with, all right, and they would put on their shoulders and carry it, all right, into battle, all right, carry it and move it around from place to place. All right, it mainly stayed in Jerusalem, but let's say the king, all right, needed to leave because he was in danger. All right, I forget the man's name, Absalom. When Absalom, when Absalom, all right, uh, when Absalom was all right, when Absalom was trying to murder his father David, he pretty much was like when Absalom was trying to take over the kingdom and murder his father David, he um David had moved the ark. All right, he moved the ark out of Jerusalem because that's the capital city, so that's where they kept the ark. So he moved it out of Jerusalem, and then and then they put it back in Jerusalem. So that's the main place. That's the place that the ark really was at, in Jerusalem. But it was in a tent. It wasn't in. It didn't have a house. It had a tent. All right. Because back when we came out of Egypt, what did we have? We had the tabernacle of congregation. All right, it was a tent. All right, so that's when they built a house. All right, so according as David, the king of Israel, prescribed, and according to the magnificence of Solomon his son, and standing in the temple according to the several dignity of the families of you the Levites, who minister in the presence of your brethren, the children of Israel. According as David the king of Israel prescribed, and according to the magnificence of Solomon his son, and standing in the temple according to the several dignity of the families of you the Levites, who minister in the presence of your brethren the children of Israel. All right, because back then the Levites were the priests. All right, there was that was a tribe of priests. All right, descendants of Aaron. All right, the priests. Offer the Passover in order, and make ready the sacrifices for your brethren, and keep the Passover according to the commandment of the Lord, which was given unto Moses. All right. So that's what he did. He came to the temple and charged the priests. All right, and had them put the ark inside of the temple. All right. So what is the temple? All right, that's the temple of the Most High. All right, that's a big thing in the scriptures. All right, that's a big thing. All right, being a Hebrew Israelite. All right, those Jewish converts, all right, they pretty much were like they pretty much were like they make it a big deal as well. They bring up the first temple and how it was destroyed by the Babylonians, and the second temple, all right, and how it's still over there in Jerusalem, all right. But we know that that temple is going to be destroyed, all right. But I hope this lesson was edifying. I'm going to close it out. I'm going to say, Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Kakadash Shalom.